a guide on flipping items and which items will make the most profit. First of all, this guide is for member only. If you guys want it, I can make a free guide too later. I have divided this guide into 3 parts. Part 1, preparations and requirements. Part 2, learning how to flip a certain item. Part 3, the limitations. Part 4, the predictions and merging. Let's start with step 1, preparations and requirements. Flipping doesn't take much time. There are limitations on buying and selling items. You can see these certain limitations on the 3rd step. First of all, you don't need any skilling or combat requirements. The only thing you need is some cash. I really recommend to have a few mils to start. The main rule is to have how more money you have and invest, how more cash you will gain. Step 2 is learning how to flip a certain item. A lot of people have been asking me, how can I flip? Actually, it's very easy. First of all, you will need to decide which item you want to flip. Tip: take items who get traded a lot. Will get you good profits and safer than buying rare items and have the risk to lose a lot of cash. Tip 2: don't flip free items. Because of free-to-play flippers, the difference between the maximum and minimum price isn't enough to make a decent profit. Let's say we're going to buy whips. You will have to buy a whip for the highest price and sell it for the lowest price. This looks strange, but you will understand its need later. Okay, now you will need to look at your history. You will see you sold your Abyssal Whip for 505k and 555 GP. You bought it for 534k and 305 coins. You see there's a big difference between 505 and 534. If you look, there's a difference of 29k. So what you will need to do is you will need to buy it for a little bit more than this, and once you got it, you will need to sell it a little bit less than this. So let's say you will buy whips, like say 10 whips for 505,556, and once you got them, you will sell them for 533k. So you will make a stunning 28k profit. If you do this with 10 whips, you will make a 280k profit. It's that easy. Let's try this out. 505k 556. Once they sell, you can sell them for a little less than this, so you will make a lot of profit. So these items, there are limitations. I think on whip it's 10, but in step 3 I will tell you what limitations are. It's that easy. You can flip any item you want. So see, now they bought 5 for 505k and 556 coins. So look at my history. I'm going to sell for a little bit less, 533k. 533k. 533k, another one. And once these sell, you will look, I will make profit. So it's that easy. You just buy items for a lower price and sell them. You just have to try it the first time and look at your history. Always buy the items for a little bit more than the price you sold it for, and you will need to sell it a little bit less than the price you bought it. It's really that easy. First time it will look complicated, and later it will look simple. But you will always, when you see, I made now a lot of profit. I made I made a lot of profit. It's that easy. Okay guys, now we're going to the next step. Step 3. Limitations of buying and selling items during a specific time period. Here are some lists of the maximum amount of an item you can buy before selling again. Cooking and fishing. We got raw fish for 20k, food 10k, pizza 1k, grapes 1k. On crafting items we got clay 25k, flax 25k, hide 10k, gem 5k, jewelry 5k, that means necklaces and stuff, battle stuff, air, fire, earth 100 pieces. We got wood cutting and fire making, logs we got 25k, ashes we got 10k, mining and smithing, ores we got 25k limitation, and bars 10k. For rune crafting you got a limitation of 25k rune essences, 500 talismans, and Tyra 1k. Prayer you got a limitation of 10k fire bones, big bones, frost bones, just 10k of bones. Construction you got a limitation of 10,000 planks, oak, mahogany, and further on, and 100 flat packs. Farming we got a limitation of 100 herb seeds, 500 allotment seeds, and 100 bush seeds. On herblore we got a limitation of 10k herbs, 10k vials, limpets, roots, a limitation of 10k, 5k swamp tarts, and for hunter you got a limitation of 20k gins, 10k salamanders, 500 implings, jars, and 100 furs. For summoning you got limitation of 10k spirit shards, 5k pushes. For thieving you got a limitation of 100 pyramid plunder loots. For ranging and fletching you got a limitation of 10k arrow tips, 10k feathers, 10k arrow knives and darts, 10k bow and string, 10k unstring bow, 5k bolts, 5k bow. In bolts I think dragon bolts enchanted you can only buy per 2k per 4 hour I think. And discontinued items you got 2, and treasure trail 2. Potions, you should know that potions have multiple buying limits. Like 4 dose limit is 5k, 3 dose limit is 10k, and Sardone Brew 3 is 50k. Super sets reported as 25k. Items in the same set share the same restriction. I mean, maximum of 51 bronze plate bodies and 49 bronze plate legs in every 4 hours. This includes treasure trails. So these limits will go away after 4 hours. Or if you buy like say 100 whips and you sell these 100 whips within the same 4 hours, you can re-buy the 100 whips. So you just have a limitation of buying that amount of items in 4 hours, but you can combine. You can, like, if you know that limitation of our tips is 10k, and pushes for summoning is 5k, so you can buy 10k of our tips and 5k of pushes, and flip those items. So it's, you just need to combine a few items. Step 4. Predictions and merging. If you want to predict the price, it's very hard because the economy of RuneScape isn't very stable, because if there comes an update which requires, like, say, wood, logs, it will make the price raise. But if you think it will keep raising, you buy a high amount, and after a while it will start dropping again, and you will lose a lot of cash. So it's very important to see the statics on the Grand Exchange page. You can find it on the RuneScape homepage. If you see an item is peaking out a very high price, it's very risky to buy and make some profit, because after every high point it will go and fall. So if you buy 100k lobsters for 230 each, and it drops like 1 coin to 229 coins, it means you have lost 100k. So it's very important to watch the risks and know what you're buying, and don't take unnecessary risk. Only use stable items who don't change every time. Okay, so this is the end of my video. I hope you learned a lot, and sorry for if I wrote any spelling mistakes or said something wrong. I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope I see you later. Bye.